I'm going in 5, 4. All right, man. Peace. Let's get into this DeLorean right here as we go back to the future live on YouTube. It's episode 16. I forgot the numbers last time. And it is the Devo Americano on Back to the Future podcast with Chad Big Ton Vandermark.
What's up? Are you
Wow.
sure it's 16, D-Lo? I
Yeah,
thought
'cause
last week was 14.
I
I
wrote
might be
15.
wrong.
Oh, I said 16 last week, but
All right, whatever. We here anyway.
yeah, we here. And
And
let's go for that. Let's go back to the future and that DeLorean. I need to make it bigger for you, so I can get in it too. Or we get racing DeLoreans. Race so you get to the future first.
it's whoever gets up to 88 first.
I guess 88. Go back to 1985. But it's 2026, so we'll be going back to 1996. If you think about it portrayed a lot of what was going on in the 1950s. Because in 1985, right? You mean like I've seen this episode before? Whew. All right.
You all right?
Sit up. Let me sit up. All right. All right. Let's get into this thing right here. That's it. All right. All right. Let's go. Best scene and what was your favorite scene of the movie?
Which one?
The first one.
Um, I guess my favorite scene would have to be when Marty was on a skateboard and he made Biff plow into the truck of manure,
Mm-hmm.
and he jumped the car.
Yeah. Oh, damn it, man. Man. I would say, I'll say my favorite was when Doc had to slide down and sit and plug in the
Oh yeah,
I'll say that one.
when he had
Yeah,
to slide down and plug in the other thing so when the wire hit the when the hook hit the wire, he could get back to the future.
yeah. He had to say the that's just tight. So yeah, he had to connect everything, and he had to save himself from falling too. And he
Yep.
slid down. He was on the zip line. Yeah, and Marty had to get in there in time, and then boom, he's back to 1985. And they had the, I always thought I would say the biggest twist of the movie, the first one, which was Doc. After he got back to 1985, he had to run back to the mall, and he couldn't get there in time. And he saw Doc was dead, but he was really alive because he had the protected shield to protect himself.
Yep.
And he had the note from 1955, which that is the biggest flaw. Because how the heck that he got to know in 1955 when he went back to the future yesterday or last week or 3 weeks? He was there for a minute. He was there for like a week in the movie time. If you think
Yeah,
about
he
it,
was.
because he had to wait a week because it was the week before on the storm. It was like November 4th, and it was in October. So
Yeah, it was October 26th that he went, and the storm was like November 4th. So he waited like a week or week and a half to
that's
um to go back. The good thing is with a time machine, you could go back at the exact time. So he could have stayed for a year and still gone back at the same exact time that he left, and nothing would have changed.
hmm. But it did change when they went back after the
No,
first.
I'm talking about I'm talking about he could have stayed in 1955 for a year and then went back at the same time in October 26, 1985, and still found Doc at the Lone Pine Mall laying there with the bulletproof vest.
But he'd be older though. You got if he was living in 1955, he'd be older unless he can change through time and still be the same age type shit. Like he has a special watch like the Omnitrix. It makes him able to stay youth. Something like that. He had a young infinity bag. Hmm.
I'm saying he wouldn't get older because his older self was in 85. I'm saying that he could have stayed longer in 1955 if he wanted to. It wouldn't have mattered because he would have gone back to the same exact time in 85 and nothing would have changed.
It would. He would have changed though, because he had to blend in through the years. When he be older, like
Not
30.
to, if he went back to the same exact time that he left, which was October 26, 1985, at I believe, if I remember correctly, it was around 1:20 a.m., then nothing would have changed because he went back at the same exact time he left when the Libyans came.
So he would have got back to that night at that time of that night, regardless of
Yeah.
age.
So if he stayed there 5 minutes, or if he stayed in 1955 for 5 minutes or 5 years, and then he went back to stop the Libyans, he would have got back and he would have stood by that sign, the Lone Pine Mall, and either went down and stopped the Libyans or watched that shit happen and then gone down and found and saw Doc. and the same thing would have happened.
But then bring it back to that location it belonged to near in the city. With a movie theater and the gas station and that homeless man. It ain't put
Yeah,
him back in the same location. It was in the
no,
location where the clock tower was at. So I guess he wouldn't have made it.
well, they didn't put him back in the same location because he didn't leave from the same location that he left from in 85. That's just like in 1885 when he left. He left on the railroad track, so that's where they put him in 1985, and they had the railroad tracks named after him
No,
or named after his alias, Clint Eastwood.
no. Yeah, I forgot he was in this.
What?
I forgot P Diddy was in Draft Day. Yeah, I forgot he was in this. I don't know why that made me laugh, but I forgot he was in this motherfucker. Oh, that made me laugh. It just did. Oh man, oh, that made me laugh. All right, I was had to get close. Oh,
That was interesting.
no,
D'Lo King.
it'll pour like a kitty pour. And but your internet went out for a second. We had a call from your luchadors, from my luchador friends. They call you.
No,
They threatened to try to mask me. I owe some people something bad, a lot. So I had to go low for now. So, but in part two, well, let's see. What was the best quote in that movie? What was your favorite quote of the entire? If you got one word to explain or say,
in number one.
yeah, in the first.
Damn, I don't know. I haven't seen it in forever.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, but noise. But hey,
uh, there really wasn't that many quotes. Oh,
what your top moment? Oh, all right, good. All right. All right. So you have the second one. What was the best moment in that? What was your favorite moment in that one? What was your favorite moment in that movie? or your best moment, or the best moment. Hello, hello, you fucking with the plug nut? Can you,
D-Lo.
can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, you are. Can you hear me now? Man. Well, I'm back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My shit went silent, dude. I couldn't hear you and you couldn't hear me.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Me
Uh,
either.
but what was
What was
your
your
favorite moment from the movie Back to the Future 2, Part 2?
um
It was the shortest of the movies.
it was, but it wasn't the shortest by much. I guess my favorite moment was when he tried when Needles wanted to race him in the truck and he reversed and Needles almost hit that Rolls Royce
I thought I was in the third.
because Needles wanted to race him and he Marty knew that that would
I think I was in three. So I remember seeing that. Hey, Neil.
oh, the favorite part in two. Yeah, you're right. My fault. My favorite part in two, or my favorite moment in two,
Needles. How you get bullied by a man named Needles?
for real,
What are you, chicken?
is when
No.
is when Marty gets fired. Because I mean, when you see it, Needles is trying to set him up.
Hmm. Hmm. I would say Famo was Jenny was at the house, at Marty's house, and she was trying to avoid all the people in the house, and they had their interaction with a feature being showed, how I got the different projectors, the multiple TVs and stuff,
Hmm.
and then Marty getting fired, and be like, "You lost your job." The Japanese man, he's fun about being called chicken, and he's like, "Nobody calls me chicken," and then he does the thing, and he gets fired immediately after that, and then she trying to escape out, and then she sees herself in the future, and then she just, and she's
She
out.
just faints, and Doc catches her, and and Marty is off screwing off like he usually does, watching the leash, walking the dog by itself.
Yeah, and then old Biff, got in that DeLorean and flew on away.
And but what they didn't show is that after he got after he got out of the DeLorean, he erased himself because he went back to the future and did or he went back to 1955 and did what he did. So he was erased from the timeline.
Yeah, he did erase himself. He kind of did because he went back in the past.
Yeah. So after 2015, there was no more Biff because he after he got out the DeLorean, he went over to the side, and then he just disappeared because he went back and gave himself the almanac back in 1955.
Huh. Didn't think about it. He did. He was in a
In
way
a
trying
way.
to be evil by helping himself in the past, but hurt himself by not being the same in the future. Uh-huh. Hmm. Ha ha. So Biff got that old Biff got the last laugh. Well, the L took the L in the end.
Yep, old Biff took the Grandpa Biff took the L in the end, or
Yeah.
old Biff took the L for the young Biff in the end.
Or he gave him that L for the one, but thought it was a win, but it turned to be an L.
But Biff knows all about L's. Biff be taking L's for everything. Biff is like the heel in wrestling. Biff be losing all the time.
Yeah, you had to put Mario over 3 different times.
You figure Biff is like the Wheeler Yuta of the Death Riders. If you see Wheeler Yuta in the ring, he's taking the L.
Speaking of it, he's wrestling on Saturday, so he might take that pin.
Who, Wheeler?
Yeah,
Who's
wrestling
he
collision.
wrestling?
They're in a they're in a 10-man tag with
Oh, was
I
it
forget.
Don Callis family?
No, the dogs. Weird enough, and they're
Oh,
facing the Bucks and I think the Rascals. Fuck whatever. Some tag. It's like a big 10-man tag.
all right. We can get into that later. But yeah, Biff is like Wheeler Yuta from AEW. If you see Biff in the scene, he's taking the L
Mhm. Yeah, he got shitted on twice.
3 times.
Or 3 times. I was thinking the water scene too, and then he got juked out in the water scene too with the kid of Biff. That's well 2015 Biff, I think. So they all took different L's in different ways. Cause I think they got arrested, and they changed the timeline from Marty getting arrested to Biff
Yeah,
getting arrested.
Marty's kid was supposed to get arrested for robbing that bank, and instead, because Marty got on that hoverboard, the Biff crashed on his hoverboard, and all of his gang went through the window, so it changed the future.
All right,
So
so
his gang is the one that got arrested, and not his kid.
right, so he took it out there by going to jail. So I think that's the
That
biggest
wasn't Biff though. That was Biff's son.
part of the bloodline. They all three of the bloodline took L's. Mm.
If I
Mm.
ever gonna take L's,
The grandfather took 2 L's at once, if you can want to count himself in the past, and then the kid took a L too.
yep.
Damn. Yeah, come on. What was the biggest plot twist of the entire movie sequence?
That's hard.
The plot hole, or the biggest plot hole? I would say for me, what if of the Mari that went back to 1955 saw himself, like when he was playing guitar, or when he was when he saw
Well, he
Well,
did see himself when he came when he went in the gym. He saw himself up on stage because he got a hold of Doc on the walkie talkie and said he's in trouble, but he was like, not me, future me. And then Doc said, you can't let dude see you. I don't know
yeah,
what would
what?
happen if I don't know what would happen if the the person there that was already there saw
Saw the future, Marty.
saw saw the Marty that was there, or saw the Doc that was there. Because if you remember, Doc was next to himself, and he corrected himself with what kind of wrench he needed.
But yeah, yeah, they had it all to him. Not looking at him, you can't look at him. It's like 5/8 or 7/12 or whatever those
Five
numbers.
eighths or 3/4.
3/4 to 5/8. 5/8, 3/4. Alright, that's a long ass movie. But yeah, so yeah, he had to keep himself from seeing himself. When he saw himself, he would explode it. That's why I think he would explode it. Both of them would explode it.
What did they say? They said, let me think if I could see or remember what they said. Um,
They're spontaneous combust. Both of them. All just right there.
they said,
Right on the stage. And right
so
in
blow up
there.
the entire space time continuum.
And they would fall into a black hole of fire and eternal pit. Because they destroyed everything.
Yep.
They'll- They'd be like, oh my God, what the how the heck am I seeing myself back in the past when I was back there in the future? It's like I'm a different version of you from the future, but farther from the future, where I have a better future than you. You were trying to make it better for yourself. So yeah, it was a weird explanation of how he explained it, how why he's back. That's why I messed up Doc at the end. Cause like, how the heck did you get back here when I sent you back to 1985? So I am back from 1985. And then that's why Doc was like, "Great Scott," and passed out.
Oh, what? You talking about in two?
Yeah, the end of two, that was the end,
Yeah.
and then they replayed it.
After he
Then
goes after they show him going back to 85, and then like a second later he just comes running around the corner.
right, he came right back, and he was like, I thought I sent you back, and
He
then
said, "I am back." He said, "You did, but I'm back. I'm back from the future."
he said, "Great Scott."
And then he passed out.
So I guess they would have both fainted and exploded, and then well, then it would have been not nice. Yeah, they really played a lot with the funny. They played a lot with that scene right there.
Yeah, I'm surprised. When I first saw it, I was surprised that they went back to 1955 in number two.
because it was convenient that that Biff would have the sports almanac. Why would he bring it to the school dance? I don't know how he ain't kept it in his room or whatever. You know, man, that's something you keep, to yourself and in person though. But you was keeping it flying around. He got to take it from him, from the principal. So he was playing really loosey goosey with that.
Yeah, but the principal didn't have it.
Alleged. Yeah, oh yeah, because he had it alleged.
He he thought the principal had it, but after he got his hand smashed and the principal left, he found out it wasn't the almanac.
Yeah, and then he did that. But yeah, that was weird. And then
And then
how was he able to tear it off so perfectly?
say it again.
How did he tear it off so perfectly?
Tear what off?
Because it was since it wasn't on there when he found it. He had the some playgirl stuff, whatever it was,
It was a
inside his
cover
bed.
that it said it was a cover to a different magazine. I don't know. I have no idea.
Unless it was like one of those books where you could take the cover off and then keep the regular book. But it didn't look like that kind of book.
No, I mean when old Biff from the future gave it to his young self, it didn't have that cover on it. So I doubt it,
Yeah.
unless unless it was something that he put on there to make people think it was something else.
But since it was paper, when he had to tear it off, he had to tear it off. And how he did it so perfectly. Because it was
I
able
don't
to
know.
be so perfectly placed in that version of that book. Hmm. Hmm. Doesn't make you go, hmm. I don't know. But I didn't notice that. Watching it the second time. It's like, how he had it so perfectly.
Yeah, people be asking me why you be watching movies, over and over, and I'd be like because I be noticing stuff that I don't notice, the first time or the second time or the
Yeah.
25th time.
That's a lot of times.
For real.
Yeah.
But
Um,
I haven't seen none of them Back to the Future movies in a minute.
you saw about they had a trilogy last week on your
They
channel.
they did. They're on my DVR. I haven't watched them yet.
It's like, no, man. Hmm. It's a lot. Got a lot on DVR.
I got a lot on my DVR that I need to catch up on. Baseball, playoffs,
Hmm.
Back to the Future.
I need to catch up out elementary. Yeah. So that. And a couple others. Um, all right. I guess they got different TV predictions correct from there. And we'll go to the third. I think. What was your favorite scene from the third movie? Because I was thinking at the end when. Oh well, your favorite scene was with Needles, I guess.
Yeah, with Needles when Marty reversed it and reversed the truck and went backwards.
Yeah,
Thinking,
and then she found out in the paper that she was in the future because she had the paper disappeared the year fired, and that changed their future from
Well, it didn't
2015.
change it because she said because when Doc came back on the train, he said your features are written yet.
And it wasn't, and it was written, and it was rewritten when Mari didn't race needles. Exactly. So, so it changed before. And that's what she was like, oh shit, I was in the future. But she realized that our feature is different the way we can write them. And we can write them however we want, like you said. So, mm, I'll say my scene was where, at the end, where near the end before when Doc was on the train and Mary was chasing after Claudia, this lady was chasing after him. He was wondering, and she trying to catch up. It was kind of action, and she honking the horn, and then Marty had to save. Well, Marty saved with the hoverboard. How the heck he caught that one from 1955? Well, 2015. He brought it. He caught it out, and Doc caught it with his feet, and he saved the lake and saved his girl before the train went off the cliff and went down around the line. While Marty got back to 1985, and boom, and everybody was safe. And Doc got to retire fully. So how Doc was able to retire in 1885? Because that was basically his retirement right there. He put away that DeLorean. Wondering
One of
what
them
is
was
Doc could get got got a race in 1885 by not going back to 1985.
yeah, he could have.
But he made his own bloodline using himself because he had two sons already, Laverne and whoever the other kid was,
Jules and Vern
Jules,
and Burn.
Jules and Vern. What the fuck? Sorry, goddamn. But yeah, second, so he made his own self. If you think about it, because one of them had to make Doc at some point, right? One of them would have to make Doc. If you think about it, I'm just saying. You think about it. One of them had to make Doc,
What do you mean they had to make him?
like give birth.
He was already born.
Yeah, and then he had to go back to that past. When there be, so to be a whole different Doc, or what he
Oh,
have
wait.
as a Doc, a different Doc. I was playing around.
Because he was confusing the shit out of me.
I was messing around. I was saying Doc made himself because one of his kids had to make Doc since they're born in 1905 or 1895, whatever that. Because Cause it was fire. Like how the heck? How fast did Doc's time go to where he had kids already? How fast did time go in Doc's land? How did that happen? It didn't feel like 5 minutes later. He's already. They was gone like 5 minutes. How fast did Doc's time go in 1885 to where he already had kids already with that girl?
D'Lo.
Yeah, you hear? Can you hear? I'm so real. How fast did time go where he had kids already in 1885? The time moved that fast.
You froze.
I froze.
Yup.
Well, I felt unfrozen. But anyway, I was saying, did what I was saying? Did one of them had to make dog? That was one place on the road. Did he say himself? Did he make himself? How fast? Like, yeah. How fast did time go in 1885 where he made himself, where he made kids to where he already had kids already? It could have been more than 5 minutes. Did time go that fast?
I'm saying it had to be a few years, but he still came back at the same time. He still went to the same time that Marty went to, that he told Marty to go to.
Okay. Somebody, so
Now the
Doc get
question is, how the hell did he get that train to work just like the DeLorean and uh to work on steam? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The
yeah.
DeLorean, you had to use plutonium, and then you had the Mr. Fusion and whatnot in the future, and the Mr. Fusion and the gas, he said, and then to to use the train and say it runs on steam. How's
Mm-hmm.
that gonna happen?
Mm. Yeah. How do you get that science on there? Yeah. How do you get the DeLorean package on the train? That is wacky. That is probably the biggest plot twist of the whole movie. Because how the
If
heck
it's
he
not the biggest, then it's close.
or what if Marty didn't get the shield up? If he didn't have his chest plate and he got killed in 1885. I guess that's the other biggest one too. What if he got killed? If he didn't think on his feet and
Well,
had his
I
next.
mean, if you think about it, there's three of them right off the bat. What if he got killed in 1885? What if he missed the lightning bolt in 1955? And there was one more. I just lost it.
Well, it ain't get 88 miles per hour in 1885. Probably that.
If he got killed in 1885, or if he missed a lightning bolt in 1955, and there was one more, but I for the life of me I can't remember what the hell it was. And I told you my memory was bad. That shit was 2 minutes ago.
Or couldn't get back to 1880. Or couldn't get to 1885. Maybe.
No, I'll
Doc
think
said,
of it.
he's alive.
Oh, what would his family think if he couldn't get back to 1985? Well, if eventually, he would either be erased from time, or his family would start wondering where the hell he was.
Mm, yeah, sure. And they had to look in the they had to look in the past to
Just
find
like
out
Doc
what
did
happened.
when they came back to '85, and in the second one, Doc broke in and borrowed those newspapers and found out about Marty's father George of being murdered, and then found out that he was committed for being insane.
Yeah, he was about to lose his freaking mind. Because he was like, how the hell did you get back to 8, 1955 when I sent you to 1985? He was like, I am back from the future.
I am back. I'm back from the future.
Well, passed out. And then passed out. Did it did it fit that he went back to 1955, or did it confuse you when you first saw it?
I mean, I was curious as to why they would pick that specific date again, especially if they could run into themselves and the potential of what could happen.
Hmm.
But if that's what they had to do, then that's what they had to do.
Hmm. Figure they probably sending that to that time from memory, so you can remember me quickly instead of I come back at a random time and you don't remember me.
Hmm.
Guess they're like, no, keep it right here close, so that way I can keep it, so I keep the memory of me alive, or my future or past self,
Yeah, he's got. I mean, he's got to keep something alive.
or youth, or youngster. Because yeah, so yeah, hmm, that is a big plot. Yeah, if he didn't make it, if he didn't get back to 1885, if he just if he just listened up and stayed in 1985 or went back to 1985, I think Doc wouldn't existed because he got killed.
We
Figure.
wouldn't have known what happened. I mean, if Marty would have just stayed in 1985 after the DeLorean, I mean, in 1955 after the DeLorean was rebuilt, and he took the DeLorean back to 1985 like Doc wanted him to, then yeah, he would have stayed dead.
Yeah, stay
Doc,
long.
that's not what happened.
Yeah, so he went back in the past to tell Doc that you died and save his life. So I think what's that made him think, yo, I need to save Doc before he ends up dead in my and become my timeline that he's dead or he
Yeah.
stays. So I think that's why he went back. So I gotta save my boy from getting killed. So Marty saved him. I think that's why they made the third one so he could save it. Did it fit well? So I think that's not a bad concept.
I mean, the whole reason why, honestly, the whole reason why they made three about all about Doc was because they made the first two about Marty, so they didn't want to make the third one about Marty, so they decided to make it about Doc.
He had to save his life from getting murdered. 'Cause he could have made a third one about Marty. He got to switch it up and change the plot line So I think that's probably why I kind of like that
They
one.
could have made they could have made three about Marty. It might not have been so boring. I
Hmm.
mean, I've heard people say, even movie critics say that number three was the uh, most boring out of the trilogy. I've heard some people say that.
Yeah, yeah, different taste.
Actually, I've heard a lot of people say that.
See, yeah. All right. They didn't like the Western feel of it. I guess
No, they
that's
just thought it was boring.
yeah,
They
because it was
they
a Western. It
they,
was
they
back
didn't
then.
say it was because of the Western side of it. They didn't say it was because of
It was
of
because it was Western.
anything specific. They just said it was boring, or they just said it was worse than one and two.
But they had to find a reason because they
That's
gotta
what
say
I said too.
the case. They gotta say what it was. Because I mean, they went back in the day. It just was a time before they even
I
was
mean,
able
if
to
you're gonna say it's boring, give me a reason why it was boring.
they run for fun because they couldn't run for fun because nobody ran.
Yeah,
They was on
run for
horses and not
fun. What
cars.
the hell kind of fun was that?
All right. They're like, what? And then what they was on horses and not in cars or flying
Yeah,
cars.
they have
What?
automobiles.
Yeah, they was like, what is an automobile? Oh yeah. They ain't have buggies. They had horse buggies. So, I don't know. Because the clock tower wasn't born. There was no clocks. Because the clock tower was being born at that time. Or being
Yeah,
built. So, I mean, they'd have to state their case. I'll just say that. So which one was your favorite out of that trilogy?
favorite what movie?
Yeah, which one was your number one?
Two.
Hmm.
Two is my favorite.
Number two.
Why?
Yeah.
Um, I just like it when they was in when they was in the future and the cars were flying and they were doing all the types of different shit. And I thought it was funny, especially when in 2015, in the real 2015, the Cubs almost did win the World Series.
Yeah, all by just see it.
They were only off by a year. I thought it would have been dope though. People were talking about that shit too, and they were posting it on online and in different places. They were like, the Cubs are winning the World Series this year, just like in Back to the Future Part Two. I'm
Hmm.
like, I don't think so.
That might have been where I first got exposed to that. Because I seen that. I was like, what the heck? Like back 2015.
Yeah,
I was like, what the heck? I first saw it then. I was like, man, they not winning that. I was like, first of all, they not winning because the Cubs were cursed, I
yep.
guess.
Just like the Red Sox. So if
Yes.
if they're both cursed and they're both in the World Series, who would have won? Neither one of them. Double DQ. It would have been a dusty finish.
They had to go to game 8 and stay at game 8. So
You said game 8.
yeah, I watched this shit way back where they went to game 8 and game 9 and like the old 19
Yeah, when
yeah.
Shoeless Joe was playing, they had to go. They was playing like game. I remember them talking about game 8 and game 9 and game 10. Back
Oh,
when Moonlight Graham was playing and whatnot, back in
that's
the 1800s.
like back in the olden days. Like, god damn,
Yeah.
gaming. Like, god damn. We got playing 10 games in the series for like, golly. That's a lot. That's a lot of times. Yeah.
So I got a question for you. Then how did he get? How why did he forgive her for smacking him in the mouth after he was finally telling her the truth? And how did he ever get her to believe that he was from the future?
Hmm. I guess. I guess the emotions came over her and she heard about the sadness. And once she heard about it, she's like, I am from he might be from the future. And then I guess she saw all the stuff, like the
Well,
hoverboard.
she didn't see the DeLorean. Well, she may have saw the hoverboard, but she didn't see the DeLorean because the DeLorean was destroyed. But she might have saw the train track and everything.
She witnessed the after effects of where Marty went. Event. So I was leaning more 1 and 3. I'm in between those two. And I'll say one a little bit mainly because I saw it first on Family Guy, and then it didn't make sense to me what the hell had happened. And then once I saw
Why did
Back to the
why
Future the
what,
first time,
what's it got
yeah.
to do with you seeing it on Family Guy though?
Yo, because I saw then first. I didn't even then I because when I first watched it, that's what I thought in my head. Like, well, this is that Family Guy episode that they was talking about. That's what I
I
first.
can't find that episode. I was looking for it. I can't find it nowhere.
Yeah, it's on. I seen it. It's on Hulu. I've seen it before, but
I'll
when
see
I
if I can
first
find it because I got Hulu.
yeah, but when I first saw it, that's how I thought in the first moment. Like, and then I guess the second time around, I kind of like the third one a little bit more because it was funny how if Marty had stayed way back, well, listen to Doc and went back in the day, well, back to 85.
Instead of going to 55.
He had said going to 55, he'd have been dead. And they wouldn't have met all that stuff. None of that stuff would have happened. It would have been it would have been way different.
Well, it would have been. I bet Biff would have been happy because he wouldn't have hit that cow shit again.
Right. Right, but he wanted to see Doc and all that stuff. So that was just how that one went down. And then they had the big scene at the end to save. And then now we knew how Doc got busy right there. He saved the girl. And that was a hero. He saved the girl, you know? So yeah.
Yeah, but it felt like crap
Changed some
because
history. And
supposed to
changed
go.
history.
He changed history. He was supposed to. She was supposed to go over in that horse and buggy.
All right. Changed history. You know what I'm saying? Changed the future and the past, I guess. So yeah. So yeah. So I'll go with the third one at the second rewatch. So it was between those two. The second one was funny too, especially when the predictions. And we don't have that fast heating up device like they had back in that day in
Mm,
2015.
yeah, heating up device.
The pizza heater.
Oh yeah,
We don't
yeah.
have that.
That's like you ever see the Jetsons?
Yeah.
That's like that thing that they got. They called the Foodaraka or whatever, where they get the food out of the Foodaraka cycle or whatever the hell it was called. They
Mm-hmm.
get the food out of,
All right.
and it took like 10 seconds for them to make that small ass pizza, and then the girl that was played by Marty. was like, oh, nobody's gonna eat all that, and it came out to be like a large pizza. It was this little ass pizza in a bag.
Yeah, that thing was all zippified, smallified.
All she did was put the pizza that was in the bag in that little oven, and poof,
It was ready. So we
large.
ain't get that. I guess the rejection part was correct. Yeah, I think that was mainly. Yeah, I think it was mainly it. Rejection part, the multiple TVs. So yeah, yeah,
Marty, when the old man comes in and he's like, watching a little TV, son.
yeah. All right. I guess. What would you rate the trilogy? And that'll be our last topic for Back to the Future first hour.
Rate the whole trilogy from 1 to 10.
Rate the trilogy from one, first, second, third.
Oh, in terms of what I thought of the movies,
Yeah.
scale of 1 to 10, each movie.
No, like which one was your first, your favorite? Which one was your
Oh,
second? Which one your third?
so two. It would be 2, 1, 3.
Hmm.
2 is
Okay.
my favorite, then 1, then 3.
I'll say 3, 1, 2.
I knew you were gonna say that.
So yeah. So yeah. We'll flip it around. So, yeah, all right. Now it's time to unveil my last of my cards that are fresh in the mind.
Now it's time to move on to show and tell. That's
All
what
right,
we
you want
should
to
call this. That's what we should call this segment, D'Lo. Show and tell.
show and tell. Just feel like grade
Show
school again. Felt like grade school again. Show and tell. Okay, well, do you want to go first to show and tell time or?
Oh, you can go
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, well,
unless you ain't ready.
no, I'm ready. Let's go. I have this person, the first person I got. All right, well, I guess since this team is hosting a draft tonight, we'll go with the player that was a rookie with the Steel that was with the Steelers and now with the LA Rams. Well, Najee Marshall, running back from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was on the Chargers, and I don't know where he's at now. I don't know. He's somewhere. He's
Yeah,
somewhere.
we just don't know where the hell he is, but he's somewhere, all right.
He's somewhere. He got injured last year, so he was somewhere. But yeah. Guess this is a highlight reel card. I guess showing off his highlight run. Um, Needing 6 yards for a first down in the third quarter versus Cleveland in Week 8 of 2021. Harris lowered his shoulder to move the change. Instead, he took to the air, leaping for the 4 yard line over a pair of defenders and into the end zone for a jaw-dropping touchdown, a 15-10 victory. It does not look like he did that in that point, but I guess I could see it because his knee is up. But I mean, I guess. All right, well, at least he did something right. Um, Look at his career so far. He's had 1,000 yard seasons, four straight. His rookie was his highest with 1,200 even, and then he just barely over 1,000 the other 4 games, the other 3 seasons. He got hurt last year, and I hope. He tore his Achilles. Hope he can come back and get a killing because he's not in Pittsburgh no more. Thank goodness. You need to get out of that environment. But because they're not gonna win no playoff games for you. They're too busy worried about their players, their fans' height and shit like that. All right. All right, next one. This next guy who was part of a New York team, but is no longer part of that franchise. Who just got traded this all season? Jermaine Johnson II, defensive end. See, he was at Virginia Tech, but now then he went to New York, and now he's in Tennessee. He got traded. All right, Jermaine Johnson II, producing 2 strong seasons with Georgia. Johnson showed he can hang in the SEC. After transferring to Florida State, he proved to be even better. In 2021, the defensive end cruised to ACC Defensive Player of the Year honors after totaling 18 tackles for loss, 12 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles, and 70 tackles. Insane. Nice numbers. Or some real good numbers. So he's a destructor and rusher, and he can make an impact. And last year for the Jets, he's probably one of the only highlights in the boys. They had no interception the entire season, but at least for him, he had 3 sacks. So it's better than nothing, And yeah, this is it. And it's your rookie card. All right, next one is a man who was on the old team that had a life-altering thing that happened to him on right before he got drafted or during the draft, or one of those times. Brian Robinson Jr. Yes, this is his rookie card. He was on the Commanders when he got drafted. He was drafted in the 3rd round, and I think on that night or before that, he got shot. Boom, and when he got robbed. It was preseason. That's what I thought. He's in the preseason. He got robbed, and man shot them. And he had to come back a few weeks into the season. I think he came back like week 5, week 6, and he came back to football a few weeks after that. So I always remember that from him. Well, on the back of his card, so Alabama's 2017 recruiting class will go down as one of the best in recent history. The group was headlined by Najee Harris, Jerry Jeudy, Tua Tagovailoa, Devontae Smith, Mac Jones, and Robinson. The 4-star running back proved his worth with 2,697 rushing yards and 31 total touchdowns over his Crimson career. He's a highly touted back. And Alabama, they produce guys like it's nothing.
And most of them are garbage.
Except quarterbacks. They're pretty decent quarterbacks. They had good running.
Yeah, look at how well Tua turned out. How many concussions did he have in college, and how many more in pro?
He fucked his hip up in college. He messed up his hip on that one. All right,
didn't he have concussions in college too, or was it just his hip?
He might have had one in college. I think. He didn't really get hit. I remember that hip injury, but he didn't really.
I remember the hip too.
Maybe just one at best, maybe, but most is in the pro, the concussions. He got like 3-4 different times.
Yeah.
And B. Robinson came back and got from getting shot. And he had 8 touchdowns, and he's in San Francisco. So he's having a fun time there because they can make the playoffs. All right, next one is. Huh. All right. Is a Houston Texan. He's a safety. And he's part of this defense they put on this season. And he's got wide ass helmets. Jalen Petrie from the University of Oregon. This is rookie card 2. It said Petrie solidified himself as a top defensive prospect with the stellar start to his 2021 senior campaign. In Baylor's season opening matchup with the Texas State, the safety made 5 tackles, 2 of them which for a loss, and added an interception in a 29-20 victory. And on the season, he has 76 tackles, 9 pass deflections, 2 interceptions, and he had 20 on those interception yards. He wears a guardian gap, and that thing is humongous. So, but he's been good so far. He really showed out last year a lot, and he took the Seals out the playoffs, and yeah, so they're probably gonna get booed when he get there. But he's a solid safety so far in the league, and yeah. All right. Next one here is a kicker. And funny how I get kickers from out of my division, from my division. 2 division rival kickers. As you know. Got Evan McPherson. McPherson's clutch gene expressed, who saw the rookie nail a 52-yard field goal as time expired to send the Bengals to the AFC Championship game. The list of admirers includes a former Cincinnati clutch kicker himself. That's a great kick, Jim Breach said. But he's had a bunch of great kicks lately. And he's been well from the Bengals. 20-33, 46-46. 58 long was his highest, 130 points. Those are his kicking stats, and he can kick his ass just like that.
I'll bet you anything they're better than McAfee's dumbass.
Well, he's a kicker. He's responsible for points, so of course he's better than McAfee.
Everybody's better than McAfee.
He's a fucking punter. A fucking punter. Took over WrestleMania. A punter, not a kicker. At least a kicker will give you some points on the board. But a punter? Are you kidding me? A punter was the reason why WrestleMania was all screwy.
Yep.
God damn. Motherfucker don't even put points on the board, and he's responsible for my wrestling. God damn it. Ain't this a fucking bitch? And the last motherfucker who's got a rookie card in his damn out his pack is Kyler Gordon from the Chicago Bears. He went to Washington University, of course. He was an all-pro there. And the corner, he's a speedy receivers meet their match against Gordon. Whether he's backpedaling or sprinting straight, the Husky star moves with top-tier acceleration and speed. Pairing that with instantaneous changes of direction and quick hips, he successfully slows down the fastest players on the field. So far in his career, he's got 5 interceptions, and he's been well so far. So he's a fan of Spider-Man. So, and on the year in Washington, he had 46 tackles, 9 pass deflections, 2 interceptions, and no yards and most returns. So he couldn't use that speed to get interceptions after the fact. He just had to catch it and go down. So just yeah. So and he's on the Bears. So
That's the problem right there. Oh,
what?
that he's on the Bears.
Damn. Oh yeah, we got that. You the pack. I forget. I forget. You hate the fucking Bears. I feel you. I hate them like I hate the Steelers. So I had to end with I had to start with my rival and then with your rival. So that's my last of my cards.
You better get a new pack before next week,
Yeah, I'll try to figure something.
or more cards.
I'll try to figure something out. That's not you yet. All right,
Oh
you're
wait, I
done.
forgot. Never mind.
You ain't got to tell me. Go
What?
with your pack.
What do you mean? I ain't got to tell you. You don't even know what I was gonna say.
Find a way to find some professions. Find a profession. Find a profession.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. I mean, it's got something to do with that, but I wasn't gonna say it.
Okay. All right. Well, what cards you had? What type of packs did you get? How many packages did you get this week? Let's start with that. How many cards did you
Like 6, 7,
get this week?
and that's not counting the envelopes. That's just counting the packages.
God damn. You get cards every week. God damn. You got pass for weeks, man. You gotta give me like 3 of them joints.
What, the packages? Wait, I can't do that.
Yeah. You packages. Got packages of cards and shit.
I gotta fight different cards. I can't give you all Yankee cards.
Yeah, don't give me all Yankees. It's only some diversity, man. I know you're gonna have. I know you love your Yankees.
No, I had a pile here, but I didn't. I swear I didn't know they were all Yankees.
Oh, you didn't know it was all
No, I
Yankees.
didn't.
You organizing a Yankee set. You got
No, I'm organizing. I'm organizing sets by year.
and all that year all had to be Yankee. All happened to be Yankees.
Some of them have Yankees on top of them. Some of them don't.
Well, they was all affiliated with the Yankees, and he organized it that way. Maybe if they had him on a player card, or they
All
had a
right.
Yankee in their past.
So I have this don't make any sense.
Well, he's not a Yankee.
No, he's not a Yankee. This is supposed to be. Hey, this is retarded.
The hell going on?
Maybe not. This is Greg from the New York Mets. Greg Jeffries. This is his rookie card, 88 Flair.
Okay, Greg Jeffries.
Don't have many stats because it's his rookie card.
Obviously. He ain't got no minor league. He got no minor league stats.
Yeah, it says 6 games, 6 at bats, 3 hits, 3 doubles, one triple, two RBIs, no stolen bases, no walks. Not really a lot to go off of.
Uh, he didn't get a home run.
No, not in his rookie year.
Uh,
All right, here we have it's Carl Yastrzemski,
okay.
Boston Red Sox,
Okay. Triple Crown.
Triple Crown winner. I believe it was '67 he won the Triple Crown.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the greatest moment I remember from him. This is gonna piss some people off if you're Red Sox fans. Is is watching him watch Bucky Dent's ball going over the Green Monster at 78,
That,
and in the tiebreaker to see the Yankees go to the ALCS. Back
dang.
when the playoffs were the playoffs and they were the way they were supposed to be.
ALDS and ALCS in the World
Yeah,
Series.
there was no ALDS. There was no wild cards. It was just the ALCS and then a World Series.
Oh, just like the top two records in the league.
Yep.
They just go at it, and then
Yep, just like in '86, dude, with the Mets and the Red Sox when they went at it in the World Series, it was the Mets and the Astros and the NLCS, and then whoever won that went against the winner of the Boston series, who was Boston, and whoever won the Boston and New York series won the World Series. It all started all this bullshit with the wild card series and the wild card in the ALDS that started in the mid '90s. That started before you were born in like '94 or '95, I think.
I was at the lock. So it was after the lockout. Oh, I
Yeah,
guess.
it was after the lockout. The lockout was in '94, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 94.
Yeah,
Huh.
so I think the ALDS and the wild card started in '95. Yeah, because that was Don Mattingly's only one and only playoff appearance in the ALDS, and they got beat by Seattle, I believe. Don't quote me,
Dang. Hmm.
but I do believe that was his one and only playoff um
They was
appearance.
ass in the eight. Oh, they was ass in the 80s, I guess.
They was
Dang.
definitely ass in the '80s, dude.
Damn. Damn. Let's hear they good parts. Never heard they bad.
They was ass from 79 through like
Man,
93.
man, I miss all that. Mm.
But you see the problem with the Yankees was they used to get good players from other teams,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as them good players came into the Yankees, they sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Or they used to have good players in their farm system and they would trade them away.
Mm-hmm.
Like JT Snow. JT Snow came up with the Yankees. He turned out to be
Mm.
a great baseball player, and the Yankees traded him away as a draft pick in
Mm.
like '91, I think.
Damn.
Now getting back to my next card. This everybody knows this guy. This is Ken Griffey Jr.
One of my favorites. Okay.
You
Okay.
like Junior?
Yeah. Mm.
This is a 1991 tops.
91. Okay.
1991 tops. Ken Griffey Jr.
Okay. Get that swing.
Ken Griffey Jr. is known for many things. One of the things I remember him for is the Field of Dreams movie.
Mm-hmm. Lee in Major League? What was it at?
No,
Oh, I
it was
think.
only no. He was only in Field of Dreams, I believe, and they made it appear like he had to run 3 miles to catch a ball in center field.
Oh yeah, he just kept running.
It says on 8/30, 1990, Ken and his father became the first father-son duo to ever play together as teammates.
All right, that's tough.
Because Griffey Jr. got traded to Cincinnati, and Griffey Sr. already played for Cincinnati, so that's when they played as teammates.
Oh, his dad played for Cincinnati too.
Huh?
His
Yeah,
dad played for.
his dad was already on the team when they traded for Ken Griffey Jr. I can't remember if they traded for him or if he signed as a free agent.
Oh, his dad played for the Reds before senior.
Yeah, senior was already on the team, and then Junior joined, so that's when they played together.
Oh,
When Junior joined, Senior was already there. Now,
yeah.
see, one, two.
So they were traded to the man. Hold on, I thought it was on. They were traded to the Mariners together. I was like, hold on.
What happened?
Were they traded to the Mariners together, or were they like, ooh,
No, they were playing on the Cincinnati Reds together
hmm,
in
damn? So they got traded
1990.
together. They niggas got traded together. It's crazy.
I don't know if they. I don't think they played on the Mariners together because Senior was already. Senior was on the Reds when Junior joined.
Hmm.
All right, now this guy. This is Ben Rice. Ben Rice is tearing it up for the Yankees this year. He's already hit 8 home runs on the year, and we're only in April.
Gunna got that too.
Huh?
I said Gunna got that too. He got 8 too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Gunna
This
Henderson.
is
Yeah.
a 2025. So it don't got many stats for him, but I'll tell you that the Yankees are expecting big things out of this kid.
Oh yes, they are. And they should. He's a high prospect.
He's a real high prospect, and now they got him batting first in the lineup, which isn't normal apparently. And then here's another high prospect for the Yankees, Austin Wells. He plays catcher. He's not doing as well as
Hmm.
he's not doing as well as Ben Rice, but he'll catch on soon.
Hmm. Eventually, I guess. Guess not.
You guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, at
Eventually.
least I didn't give you all Yankee cards.
Still gave me
So
two. Still gave me 2 out of 5. That's still 40. That's still 400. Come on.
come on, yo, you want all different cards, or you want more? You want
Want some different teams, different hard, like different teams, you know?
all right. Starting next week, I'll give you one Yankee card, and that's it. The rest will be different.
Mm,
Okay.
all these
By the way,
cards.
is this our regular time from now on? Thursday at 4 Eastern.
Yeah, I guess for right now, yeah.
Okay.
All right, well,
So show and tell is over.
Yeah, no more show and telling. And I guess get to the playoffs.
Wait, you
And
want to talk about playoffs, or you want to talk about the WrestleMania results first?
mm, I'll just we'll just talk basketball quick.
Okay, let's go.
Well, we had a couple games last night. We had the Pistons and the Magic, and it was a tie game at halftime. It was 46-46. And then Detroit in the third quarter, I went to the store. But I came back to the store, they was up 24. I said, damn, what the fuck?
Wait. How far is the store from your house?
It was like 10 minutes. It was like
Did
10
you
minutes.
walk or did you drive?
I walked to the store. It was a 10-minute walk. Dang.
All right, so you walked 10 minutes to the store. They was up 24 by the time you got to the store.
No, I went at halftime. I went at halftime.
Okay, so when was they up by 24?
When I came back from the house, came back, they was up 24.
God damn. So you was gone 20 minutes, and by the time you got back from the store, they was up 24 points.
Yeah,
God damn.
yeah. So I was like,
So
damn.
how bad was the ass whooping?
It was 79-55 when I got in the house, and then they scored right when I got in. I said, damn. So it was 81-55 at one point. And in the fourth quarter, they might have made a little bit of a dent, but it was still double digits. So it was the
It was
final
still a
score was
double digit lead, right?
97 to 83. Yeah, it was the 1 and the 8 seed. So the series is tied at 1 as they go to Orlando next.
And they go, and it's 7 games, right?
Yep. Ain't like best of five like back in the old days.
See, I still say basketball and hockey be tearing up their players and making them play too much.
Because they play 82 games.
I know that, but I think they be tearing them up in the playoffs because not only do they make the playoffs 7 games, each series 7 games, they make them 3-2-3. So you got to play 3 at home, two
The 2-2.
two there, and then 3 back here.
Yeah, they do the 2-on-2 and then 1-1-1. That's a lot of flying.
It's a lot of
That's
fighting, and you wearing the hell out your fucking out your players.
Yeah, it was. I seen it was on 2-on-2 and then one. It depends on if the home team can win
And
game.
then yeah, and then in baseball you see. All right, so in baseball you can tell who the home team's going to be because it depends on who wins the World Series the year before. How do you know who's going to be the home team um, in basketball for each series?
I think it's about record too. They still do the records. And I remember it used to be All Star game to turn home for advantage, or was it that for baseball? Because I remember it was like that for one of those
Ba-
sports.
Baseball was World Series,
Yeah, all right. So they just go by
as
records.
far as I
Who's
know.
got a better record? I guess.
I'll ask my brother.
Oh, because I know they. I remember hearing about that one sport in football. I mean, one of those sports, but not the other. Ooh. P Diddy. So then we had OKC taking on Phoenix in game two.
Oh,
Game two. Game one was a blowout. It was very ugly.
I heard how bad was it? I didn't. I just heard it was a blowout. I didn't know. I don't know how bad it was.
It was 119-84.
God damn, that's an ass whooping, bro.
Yeah, they got destroyed. Yeah, they throttled them that game. It was bad. So yeah,
How
but
did
this
that
was
trade?
yeah. Yeah, this one it was a lot closer. Phoenix Suns they gave us a lot more of a fight. Gave us a lot more of a fight, and it was 65-57 at half. He was up 8, but then in the third quarter we exploded. We scored 35 in that quarter. We got to 100. It was 100-77, and I'm thinking we're good. We up 26 at one point early in the fourth. I'm thinking we good. We play our
Ooh,
guys the rest of the game. OKC. But then Phoenix started to go off and try to come back, and they
well,
got
yeah,
within 10
I
within five
do.
minutes because they kept shooting a lot of fucking 3-pointers.
Well,
We
yeah,
was
they
up.
got KD can knock down them threes. Not as good as Steph, but he can knock down threes. I see him do it a lot.
Yeah, but no, we kept shooting these threes, and it was like, what the hell are we doing? But we closed it out, and we won 120-107. And Booker got technical in this one, which is kind of bullshit because he was
Who did?
Devin Booker. He got technical for he was driving and he got fouled and he was trying to save the ball from going out of bounds, but he didn't know it was foul because he's trying to keep the ball in bounds. And they called technical because it hit one of the players. And Chris was like, "Hey, yo, guess a
The ball hit
T."
the player, or he hit the player?
The ball hit the player,
So,
but he did. He was trying
so,
to save the
so if the
ball.
ball hit the player, then how the fuck is he getting technical? How's that his fault?
Mm-hmm. They say, "Oh, that was inappropriate. He shouldn't have done that." I was like, "Hell,
Bullshit.
yeah." I was like, "About." Like I hate these referees nowadays. They're so
Yeah.
blow the whistle so fast. Like
I mean,
really, and
everybody that talks basketball, all like a lot of the analysts and everything, they say that the game has gotten so soft, and the refs are so soft, and the refs will call a foul if you pass gas.
yeah, Jalen Brown, he had a poster on the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, hype," and like standing you down, like, "Yeah," but he wasn't doing anything like, "Yeah, I did that." He was just standing down, like, "Yeah," and the ref called it technical. I was like, "Wow, we can't even celebrate a dunk. Come on, NBA about to turn to no bums league because you can't no bummer league because you can't even
I mean,
express."
it sounds. I mean, the ref probably thinks he's like the NFL. He's taunting.
Yeah, but they can celebrate all the end zone touchdown dances. But
I mean, in the NFL, you can celebrate, but it's a fine line. I think.
yeah, as long as it ain't too crazy. But I
Yeah.
see like yeah, like yeah,
Like
and they
Juju
got
trying to be slick dancing on the Bills logo that one time.
I'm already dancing the Steelers though, and I'm already dancing the Bengals though, and he got rocked late
Yep.
that game. That was so
Dude got laid the fuck out. I remember that.
yeah. I was like, that's what his ass get. So speaking of KD, it seemed like Dylan Brooks took KD's powers, like in that movie Thunderstruck, because Dylan
What?
Brooks had 30 points. He led the team in scoring. I'm like, yo, he been balling. I'm like,
So what did KD do?
shit, KD had 22 points, well, 23 points, but he had 9 turnovers.
What?
Yeah, he had 9 turnovers
He'll
last
never
game.
be turning over the ball like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, this is crazy. They was the first half. He was going ham in the first half. He had like 20, but in the second half, they was basically double teaming him most of the half and forced him to be a passer, and they took advantage of that because he's not
Sound
that
like
good of not that
defense.
great a passer.
Sound like his offense or defense ain't that good.
Yeah, he only took 12 shots. like 7 to 12. I'm like, damn, okay, you gotta take more. Sengun
Yeah,
had more shots. He had 20. He had 20 shot attempts. Jabari Smith had more shot attempts. He had 16. Like you got that nigga shooting more
that,
than you. That's not good. Yeah.
that's
So yeah,
crazy.
Lakers they play defense on to make sure he turn into a passer. You gotta be a scorer, KD. That's his specialty. So, but Lakers they up 2-0. LeBron, I don't know how he doing it, but he fucking going ham.
Oh shit, dude! I saw this shit the other day. It was on this reel I saw. I'll try and find it again. My
Hmm.
man said MJ is the GOAT, but what happens if LeBron takes these Lakers to the finals and he wins?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's the conversations.
And and then he was like, "Does that take over Jordan being the GOAT? It's got to be in the conversation." I said, "No, it don't. That still makes him 5 and 6."
I guess it'd be how it's doing it. That's what I say there. You know.
And I haven't seen no Laker game, dude. I can't find it.
Oh yeah, they on Amazon Prime. Yeah, shit, ain't weird shit.
That's why, because I had to cut off my Amazon Prime, so I can't watch it. You know when the Lakers is on again?
Oh no, they was on NBC. I'm gonna say they was on NBC. I think about it. It was on NBC.
Oh, word.
Yeah, it was on NBC.
All right,
Yeah,
I
I
can.
think about it. That's like,
I want to
that's,
see. I'll watch a Laker game. I ain't got no shame. I'll watch a Laker game.
are they gonna be on Prime this weekend? Because on today and tomorrow. But we'll talk about games that happened previously. The Spurs and the Blazers. They they
I
went
heard.
at it.
I heard Wemby be messing them up.
Nah, he got injured. He
I
yeah, he
didn't.
got yeah, this was on NBC too. He was playing against Drew Holiday and he tried to spin and Drew kind of pulled a chair out of him and he fell down and he went head first in the court. Boom.
Damn.
He was knocked out. He
So
was asleep. Yeah, I was like,
he
damn.
got hit with the GTS.
Yeah, to the floor by the floor. The floor man GTS. And
Yeah,
he
all
was
right.
out the game.
Is he going
But
to be out the whole playoffs or what?
nah, they still evaluating him. They're going he in concussion protocol, as I said. So we'll see how
Well,
he
Spurs
is.
done. But then the Blazers ain't got nobody, right?
Nah, they had School Henderson, man. School Henderson, he dropped 31 on them. He dropped 31.
I don't
He
know
got
him though.
he young boy. He on his second or third year. Or second year, I think. He was in the same draft as Wemby. Them and
Oh,
Wemby in the same class. He the number 2 pick. I think
I
about
ain't
it.
never heard that name before though.
Oh. Because they was hyping up Wemby the entire draft. It was like it was like Wemby's number 1, who's gonna be number 2.
Is what, Scoot Henderson?
Yeah, School Henderson. He was a number
I
2
ain't never
pick.
heard the name before, dude.
He was right in that same class. Same class. It says
Like
because they
that.
talk about Wemby all the time because he's tall. So,
Yeah, I ain't never heard that name before, bro.
this is what any yeah, it was a defensive, it was very close game. And then at the one point the Spurs got a 14 and early in the fourth quarter, and I thought it was kind of over, but the Blazers they played some defense, locked them down, and outscored them. It was 27-14, well 27-10 the rest of the way, and came back and won 106-103.
And how far was they down when they came back and won?
It was down 14.
Damn.
Yeah, with 10 minutes left.
Damn. And they came back and beat him?
Yeah,
Damn.
that was tough. I like that.
Is Dame on that team still or is he gone?
He on the team, but he injured. He's still coughing
Oh,
Achilles injury.
okay.
I was wondering if they was gonna activate before the playoffs because you got in the playoffs last year, first I think like the first round,
Yeah.
but they activated, which is good. All right. When we going back to Portlandia, up tied up at one. I'm a little shocked by that. I'm a little shocked by that. So I was like, shout out.
I gotta start watching the playoffs, dude, because I be paying attention, but
Mhm.
I honestly learn more from you and my brother than I do watching the damn games.
Well, they're gonna be ABC this weekend because they're gonna be NBC this weekend. They're gonna be NBC on Saturday.
And at
Saturday.
least one of them days, my wife got at work, so I'll be watching basketball
Well, they're on
in between
NBC now.
baseball,
Well, they're on
in
NBC
between
now.
some baseball games.
Well, they're local, so turn on channel 11 and settle in.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
good.
yo, speaking of that, starting Saturday, starting Friday or Saturday, depending on what market you're in, NWA Power is on TV.
What channel?
Channel is called Comet. Now, if you don't know what channel that
The
is,
Mystery Channel, the one with the mystery channels,
no, it's called Comet. Mine is way up.
comedy,
Mine is like
comedy,
986.
the comedy channel.
No, Comet, Comet.
I know that channel. They play like old TV shows and
Yeah,
comedies and shit like that.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. They on that
but
shit. How the
yeah.
fuck they get? How the fuck they
I
get on
don't
that,
know.
yo?
I don't
How the
know.
fuck they get on that? That should be playing in
Like,
bank room and
like
stuff.
the channel above it has the facts of life on it.
Yo, how the fuck they get on that, yo?
I don't
Yo,
know,
I ain't gonna lie.
but
How the hell
and
they
it's
get on
kind
that?
of whack because Friday night Friday night it says they got the first episode at like 8 o'clock, and then
What the heck?
Saturday afternoon it said they got the second episode at like 3 o'clock.
What the heck?
So if you don't know what channel that is in your area, check out Comet dot or check out the internet and put it. All you got to do is type in your zip code and it should come up. If you got the channel, it should come up and tell you what channel you can watch NWA Power in your area.
That's wild. That's wild. How the
Support
heck?
the NWA. They need it.
How the heck they get on comedy, yo? That's wild. I got
I don't
mad.
I don't know, but my guy told me that was on this weekend, and I tried or next weekend. I tried to find it. It's on starting May 1st, not this weekend, but next weekend.
Okay. Hey first. Okay. Okay. Well, good for the new year. You got something different. That'd be different. Say that.
Yep, it'll definitely be different. I mean,
It's,
our guy Keith is like, I don't care who runs what as long as there's wrestling on TV and I can watch it. He's not
mm,
as critical as I am.
hmm, right. Anyway, back to the playoffs. The Celtics and the Sixers. We talked a little about Jalen Brown getting T for a dunk on, but the Sixers they beat the freaking Celtics 111 to 97 to go back to Philly tied up at one.
Damn.
After they got blown out on Sunday too. They got blown out. They had to get their lick back.
Yeah, I know. Who do you think's gonna take that series?
I'm gonna say the Celtics still. It's gonna be like
I still say the
six.
same thing, dude.
It's gonna go like
And
six.
I
It's gonna
still
be
say
six.
the same thing.
Yeah, I see him gonna be six. It's not gonna be two. It's gonna be a little bit serious. They're giving them a fight, but they going back to Philly. So yeah, we got that going. Sure.
All right, what else we got going on in the sports world?
All right, well, let's make picks real quick before we go. We got the Knicks and the Hawks. They both tied at one.
I got
And what you got? Who you got?
I got the Knicks.
I'm going next too. I'm going to next. All right, we got the Raptors and the Cavaliers.
I'll go Raptors.
I'm going Cavs.
Word?
Yeah, I'm going to Cavs.
Okay.
And we got Nuggets and Timberwolves in Minnesota. They're tied at one as well. Everybody's tied at one. Well, except the Cavs. Cavs are two up.
Oh, I'll go with the Nuggets.
I'm going to Timberwolves. All right. All right, let's pick game threes for Friday too. Again, because it's game threes. Sixers and Celtics. Who you
Celtics,
got? I got Celtics too. All right, Lakers and Rockets.
Lakers,
I'm gonna go with Rockets. My last chance. And then Spurs and Blazers.
Spurs.
I'm going with the Blazers.
Wow.
We're going with the upset, man. Let's get a 7-2 upset. Let's go.
Might be able to.
Hmm. Let's case some chaos. And then we got Magic and Pistons. Who you got for game three?
Magic.
Hmm. I'm going Magic too. Ah, you want some controversy. And then Thunder and Suns. Who you got?
Damn, that one's difficult.
I'm going with the Thunder.
Yeah, give me the Thunder too. I got the Thunder.
All right. All right. We had the draft tonight. Your team ain't got no picks, but we
No,
have a
we ain't got no first round picks tonight for Green Bay. Or
trade up
Fox
on the
tonight.
Dallas. I know we get some protection. We get a lineman, offensive guard. It was
And Baltimore don't know how to draft though. They don't be drafting defense. They be looking for
oh,
offensive players though.
you've been looking for offense lately because
They ain't got
we need to
nobody.
fill out our line. We need to fill out our line and protect Lamar. But
But you still can't protect him.
uh,
The
I know we
dude's
have
still
Falele right there. He's fucking. Our line was all messed up last year. But
next. We'll talk about the last thing we're going to talk about is the WrestleMania results, and then
I think that be it. All right, let's. I hope we get a lineman or we get a tight end. If not,
you need a tight end.
yeah, because likely's gone. So yeah, he's gone.
I didn't know.
He went to New York. He went with Harbaugh.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he went to New York. The Giants.
Mhm.
God damn.
They think because they got a new coach and some new players that they're going to be good. No.
Right, y'all gonna be
Right.
shit like y'all
They,
was.
you think they're going to do better than the record they had last year?
I say they improve. I say they get like 7, 8 wins, but I don't know about making the playoffs. I don't know that. But they'll get some more wins. We'll give. They're like what 5 last year, right? Or 6.
3.
Oh, I
They
thought
only
they had
got
more.
3 wins, I think.
Oh,
You can look, but I think they only got 3 wins. I might be wrong. It has happened once or twice in my life.
I don't remember. I don't remember that. I know they was ass. I know that.
Yeah, they was ass. They was just like the Jets, but the Jets were worse. I remember because they won the game, and then somebody said that they screwed up their draft pick because of winning the draft or winning that game. They went from picking from number 2 to number 10 or some shit.
Oh, they was 4-13. So they had 4 wins last year.
I was close. See, they was at 3 wins, and then they won the game late in the season, and somebody on Get Up or First Take or some shit said because they won the game last night, they went from picking number 3 to picking number 10 or something.
Well, they traded Dexter Lawrence, so they have 2 first-round picks in the top 10. They
Oh
got him
damn!
picking number 5, and they got picking number 10 now. So
Yeah.
thank you. So good trade.
Yep.
So, so we'll see what they can do with them 2 picks.
What
And the
time
Jets
is the
got
draft tonight?
two. I think 8.
Is Greeny hosting it again?
I forget who even hosts the damn draft. It might be him.
Usually it's Greeny and Lewis Riddick and Orlovsky and
Yeah, it's
all them
probably
people.
it's probably gonna be a cast of them cats. Du-du-du-du,
Sometimes
du-du-du-du.
Cincinnati's there. Rex
Yeah,
Ryan might be there.
yeah, all them hungry fellas.
All them cats.
All right, well, I guess the last thing we'll get is some baseball before we
Oh,
go to WrestleMania. Mm-hmm.
all right, talk baseball then. God damn it!
I was gonna say, I was looking at the clock. Yeah. Um. All right. We got some game. We got some games that already happened. We had the Cubs. They walked it off in extras and beat the Phillies 8-7 in 10 innings.
Yeah, because of that goddamn ghost runner.
Because of Dansby Swanson, my man.
I hate
That's
that damn.
he had a walk off single to win the
Yeah,
game.
so the ghost runner at second could score
Oh yeah. Don't forget
in
about that,
in the
bro.
top of the fifth.
Oh yeah, I forget about that, bro.
Oh shit! I just got a post on Twitter saying that Andre the Giant was going to be honored somewhere.
Oh well. Yeah, so the Phillies tied it, but they in the ninth. So that's why they went the extras. And they won the 10th. The
The
Dodgers
Dodgers.
pitched a shutout against the Giants 3-0 in San Francisco. And they're 17-8. They're damn super team. And
Yeah, somebody on
that's
that team needs to like get traded or like get hurt or some shit.
get
Somebody like
traded.
retire.
Get traded to my team. All right. Well, we had a second walk off between the Tigers and the Brewers. The Tigers won 5-4.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
They got the face of Spencer Torkelson.
That's just funny saying that name, bro.
I know it's
Torkelson.
pinch hitter too. Braves beat the Nationals 7-2. Got that win. Yankees and Red Sox are starting now. So your team is going.
Yep.
White Sox are beating the Diamondbacks 4-1 in the ninth. And I think
Wow.
they just finished. They won 4-1. So they
Wow.
get the
There's a
win.
miracle. White Sox never win.
I know. They get 10 wins. They got 10 wins now. Impressive.
Wow. Last year, the year before, they barely got one or two.
Right. Couldn't get a buy one to save your life.
For real.
And then the
They couldn't buy a
Padres.
win.
Right. And then the Padres, they beat the Rockies 10-8. They
Wow.
scored they scored 5 in the ninth inning to win it out.
Wow.
Okay.
Any homers?
Gavin Sheets hit the game-winning 3-1 homer to give them the lead.
Damn. I heard
Kyle
that kid
Walker.
was good too.
Yeah. Shit. One of the guys, in the Rockies, Mickey Moniak, he hit 2 home runs in this game. Yeah, he hit 2 home runs. So he was going in. But they came back in the ninth. They scored 5 runs. They had 2 RBIs, singles, and then Gavin Sheets with the home run, getting the lead in the win. Yeah. All right, so we have 2 games that's still not active. The Mets, they faced the Twins at home. They
Gonna
finally
lose
got the losing streak.
and start. They're gonna start their losing streak again. They're gonna met it up. That's what I call it. Metting
They
it up.
they say they call up down their pitching prospects, Christian Scott. I'm like, what?
So
Yeah, I
hey,
don't
Juan
know.
Soto, how is it with the Mets now instead of hitting behind Aaron Judge with that 12-game losing streak?
Hey, that's the Mets fans. That's all on them, man.
That's not
That's
even
all.
on the fans. That's on the Mets front office, and that's on Juan Soto and the fact that he wants to go back to the Yankees.
He shouldn't have left. Right, that's all. Hey, he ain't want he wanted to leave, but he has buyer's remorse now.
Just
He
like
thought
Ted
Pete was gonna
DiBiase said, it's all about everybody's got a price.
be. Well, I'm going with the Twins too. So, all right, Pirates
Got
and
the ring.
Rangers. Pirates and Rangers. Where you going
Rangers,
with? Yeah, I'm going
Rangers,
Rangers. I'm going Texas too. All right. And that's it for baseball. Let's go to WrestleMania real quick. On the big bad booty daddy. Cameron, man. Got some Saturday WrestleMania niggas. Oh, shit. So you had the Usos in LA Knight versus Division and I Show Speed. Fuck.
you knew about that match.
Yeah, LA Knight and the Usos won. Thank God.
Win. And then I Show Speed turned on the Vision after the match because the Vision tried to blame I Show Speed for losing.
Yeah, they won D them and they missed it. and then I Show Speed splashed Logan Paul through the table. I was like, damn. That was the biggest moment of the match. And it wasn't even in the match.
Nope.
$1.50. That's all the fuck you get out of me.
You get $1.25. Maybe only $1.
I need some Rellos, so they gave me 50 cents. That's all they gave me. Next, you had Jacob Fatu being Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match. It was okay fight. It was a nice little squabble. Drew had PTSD from that toolbox, though. He was a petrified little sausage. I never seen a big man quiver that bad since the Big Show when he had his nuts hit. So, yeah. Well, this is okay fight. I guess now wrestling, you have if you don't succeed with your first finisher, you have to put it through a table to make sure the finisher is successful.
I give that match $1.75.
I get a couple of dollars. I get a couple of dollars.
I give it $2.
Yeah, I get a couple. It was a solid fight. Nothing too crazy. All right, we had Nile Jackson, Lash Legend, the Irresistible Forces defended tag titles against Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss, Bailey, Alive, Valkyria, and it was supposed to be the Bella twins, but Brie Bella was available, but Nikki Bella was not available. So they had a surprise, an old friend of theirs,
and
Paige.
everybody knew who it was because the internet spoiled it for everybody. Of course, everybody knew it was Paige.
Yeah,
So everybody. Oh, by the way, much respect to Naya and Lash for paying tribute to Demolition. Them outfits were dope.
Yeah, the mask was cool. I like those. So heck yeah. So good. But that damn Paige and Bella powers. Why does it feel like a fullback of 2014 in 2026?
For real.
So
Nikki Bella,
Paige and Bree won. What the fuck?
Nikki Bella beat the hell out of Seabiscuit with that crutch.
Oh yeah, that's so funny. What the hell? Um, and
And Paige won the tag belts, and Bailey looked legit pissed off. I don't know why, but if you saw the video, there's a
mm,
video online, or if you watch closely,
yeah, yeah. I
after
remember.
the match, Bailey looked legit pissed off that Paige came back and got a belt her first night.
Yeah, I mean, am I surprised? Would you be surprised? No.
No, I mean when Paige came up the first time in 2014, like you said, she won the
Right.
Divas title,
Exactly. The night after WrestleMania. Come on, like,
and she had to go back down to NXT and give up the NXT Women's title because she had
right,
just won. She had just won
right.
the
Not
Divas
surprised.
title,
Exactly. It's not a surprise.
and she
Yeah.
kept saying, "Come on!" She kept asking William Regal why she can't do both.
I forget why don't remember about that, but whatever. But yeah, but Bree and Paige won. Yeah, that was kind of a weird time. It was kind of in and out there in that period. It was in and out there.
Yeah. So Paige and Brie Bella are now your new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
Yeah. I'll give this one $2.25. I'll give it $2. I'll give
Just because Seabiscuit lost and the Bella bitches won, I give it $1.50.
it. One of them is not a Bella. Paige ain't a Bella.
No, that's why they got as much as it did.
Oh
If it
my
was both
god.
Bellas, them bitches would get 50 cents.
Oh my god. Damn. Oh my god. No. We're definitely not getting no Bella interview on this fucker. God damn. Anyway, Becky Lynch and AJ Lee for the tag top for the Intercontinental Championship. This is a lot going on in this one. The Becky
Yeah.
Lynch and the referee, they had a pushing match.
Yep. And Jessica Carr almost whooped that ass.
You know, she was ready to throw a punch. Thank
Yep.
God. She had control for herself. But Becky undone that turnbuckle and it was used as a distraction. But eventually she's on AJ Lee, knock her in the
Yeah.
face, hit the manhandle
And she won the
slam
title back.
for the third time.
Yep.
Hooray. Hurrah. So, um, this is okay. I'll give it $2.10 because at least it was a title victory. So a title change. I
You
give
give
it
it
that.
210, I give it 205.
They're not even just a cruiserweight. Yeah, so just a cruiserweight. So all right, Gunther
It's
and
getting boring as a heel though.
she's trying to be funny. I think that's why she's trying to
It's
be
like it's
funny.
it's it's like the same shit every week.
Yeah, man.
Jessica is this, Jessica is that. She's corrupt. She got paid off. She got this. She got that. Da 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 da. It gets old.
Yeah. Well, they need to get some different feuds instead of
Yeah,
doing
they need to
AJ
have the
out.
blow off for a bunch of different feuds. And now it's gonna be funny to see which one of them tag teams, the women's tag teams, are gonna go after the Bellas for the women's tag team titles.
Methinks this is not the last time they verse each other. They're gonna verse again at Backlash.
Yeah, not all four of them though.
No, the AJ and Becky. I just thought
Oh,
about that.
yeah, they'll probably go against each other, but in the women's tag titles, I don't know which one out of the four is gonna go against Paige and Brie.
Jack Slash just because. Please. They need a rematch. They was fooled and misled. They didn't know there was gonna be a substitution. So just because of that, they
That's
should have
probably
made
that's probably what they're gonna go. That's probably what they're gonna go with tomorrow night.
just because of that. That should be the case. We'll see.
Moving
Next year,
on.
next year at Gunther and Seth Rollins. This is good. This is finally the one where we had some time because everything felt fast except for Jacob and Drew.
Yeah.
Everything just felt like let's move on.
Fuck.
But yeah, Gunther he went through a table thanks to Seth taking the pedigree, and try to stomp him. But then out of nowhere, Braun Breaker comes and spears Seth out of his shoes. And then Gunther, he came back to life, put him to sleep. He went to sleep, and Gunther wins.
Yep.
And then after the match, Braun Breaker, he was walking up. He walked all the way to the top, then see
Okay.
Seth come back to life and speared him
Thank
through that.
you.
Good freaking gravy. He ran
All right.
75 yards to the end zone.
Have a good meeting.
Have a good meeting.
Sorry, my wife is leaving. She was just telling me she was going.
Okay. But Braun Breaker, he ran a whole entire football field just to spear Seth Rollins.
Yep.
I was like, God damn.
And she
His
did it
best,
more. He did it more than once, didn't he?
yeah, did the first time after.
He was fitting to leave, and then he was walking up the ramp, and he was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna run and do it again." And he ran from like halfway up the ramp and did it again.
I have to think. Well, I don't. I mean, he probably
So,
did. I'm
so
saying
then,
the
so
one he
then,
ran.
so then the question is there going to be a power struggle between Braun Breaker and Logan Paul, who thinks he's the leader of the division?
No, they all good. They all cool. They sub ran back when he came back. There was no problems. There's no problems. See? Nah, Logan
Okay.
knows the place. He knows he don't want to mess with Braun Breaker.
Heath and KD are both questionable for Friday's game.
Yeah, he got a knee issue, I guess. But I could just want $3. This is finally something he can wake up to. It took a little minute, but we'll give you $3.
All right, yeah, I'll give it $3.
Give me three. We'll give you three.
It was a good little match. I liked it.
So, we'll give you that. All right, next we had Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Van for the Women's World Championship. This one was short and sweet too.
Yep.
A little surprising. Well, not surprising how the result what it was, but more of Judgment Day shenanigans. Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne, good lord, all their thighs, and but Stephanie splashed on them real quick, but got distracted by Liv and her strip tease before the match, and won the championship. She won it with the strip tease. Yes, I remember that. So and her music video too. So yeah.
She mentioned that that music video is all she's gonna do, and music she's done.
Yeah, she's trying to make a music career. I'm like, good luck with that, sweetheart. Just keep winning championships. Don't worry about music. I get this one $2.45 only because we had a nice entrance, and I thought it was gonna be a lot more longer but this was only like 6 minutes. This was the shortest match of the WrestleMania show. I Show Speed got more time than the women's title match. I just thought of that right now. That
You
is
did?
nasty. I Show Speed had more time in the ring than Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer.
That's a
Ain't
shit.
that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, that's a bitch. Liv
No.
Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer should have had damn sure should have had more time. I get them at $2. I'll do a little better than you. I get them at $2.50.
I had to give it because of that caveat. Because what the heck? I was looking forward to this one too. That's why I'm disappointed.
Yeah, that was a match I was actually looking forward to. I thought it was going to be longer than 6 minutes,
Right. Come on, B.
but it
But
wasn't.
yeah,
They
whatever.
should they should have gave those the two women a little bit more respect and a little bit more time than what they did.
Yeah, I was like, really? Yeah, I didn't even really look at it the first time. And now I looked at it again. I said, wow, that's a shocker. But yeah, Ad Mania is going wild because we had John Cena give us an ad, and then we got the surprise of the year. Bianca Belair's finger injury moved to her belly,
And their
and
belly
now
grew
she's
like
pregnant.
mine did.
Hey,
But
but
the problem is, in her
unlike
belly,
you,
she got a baby. My belly is all fat.
right? She having a freaking kid with Montez Ford. They finally making a kid. Damn it! The storyline from Love and WWE finally came to fruition. They've been wanting that kid for a while. That's the reason why I said that. But congratulations to them. Why did Bleach
Congratulations
Report?
to Bianca and to Montez Ford.
Why the hell Bleach Report gave it a C plus? How you give a grade to a pregnancy? That's nasty work.
What Bleacher Report gave just the pregnancy itself a C plus.
Yes. I said, what the? How you even do that?
How you gonna do that? How you gonna give Bianca and Montez a C plus?
I don't fucking know. They're weird. That was weird. That was the weirdest thing I've seen all week. And I'm like, how you grade a pregnancy? If we're gonna grade it, we'll give you $5. Damn it, maybe even 10 because you probably need some Pampers. We'll probably double it.
Yeah,
So
you need more than Pampers. They need baby food too.
there you go, Pampers,
Give
food.
them 15. Give them $15. They're gonna need Pampers. They're gonna need food. They're gonna need baby wipes. They're gonna need what the fuck are them things called? Pacifiers.
Right, all that baby
They're
stuff.
gonna need all that baby stuff. They're gonna
So
need onesies. I had to buy all this stuff for my daughter when she had her first kid and her second one.
exactly. So yeah, right. So yeah, yeah.
You're gonna need damn. You're gonna damn sure need more than $15.
There you go. All right, we got the main event, which is Cody and Randy on for the world title. Thanks to the helps of Jelly Roll, Pat McAfee is not got injured, and thanks to the
And
helplessness of Randy Orton,
Pat
was
McAfee got RKO'd.
yes, because he counted slow as hell for no reason. You would think he would want to count fast so Randy would get the title,
Yeah,
right?
I'm like, what? I'm like, where the hell is this fast count?
Right, like you would think. Why we hold
I
up
was
the
tripping,
hesitation?
dude. I was
That's the
tripping.
thing
I
I
was
don't
like,
agree.
where the hell is this fast count? It
That's
was like
now
back in the '90s on Nitro when Nick Patrick would count fast when
right,
Hogan was making the cover to somebody and Nick Patrick was the heel ref.
right. I seen fast accounts from referees that are supposed to not be referees. Come on, he was
Hmm.
hesitatingly slow on that count. So, but Cody got his finish to the crossroads and retained the title. And after the match, Randy Orton punched Cody in the face, and he had an awful Steiner. Good grief!
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. All right, if you get punted, you need to do what they did back in the day. You need to be gone for 6 months and and not come back. Cody makes the storyline look weak coming on Raw, and they made he makes the storyline weak coming on the post show. He makes the punt look stupid and like he didn't do anything
Well,
except give him a shiner.
well, I guess it was after the bell and figured, hey,
Back in the day when he used to punt people, whether it was in the hallway or in the ring, they were done for a minimum of 6 months.
hmm,
That's why it's so surprising to see him at the post show, let alone at Raw.
Kayfabe is killed by them and the internet a little bit. So
I'm surprised they even know what the word is.
that word lost its meaning when they had Unreal. Well, it got killed when they started doing Unreal. Officially killed. I give this one $3 because there's a couple funny moments in this one with Pat McAfee and RKO, and then and then Jelly
Jelly
Roll getting
Roll.
involved, and then I think I'm trying. It was it was Cody Rhodes doing the SPAC suplex to Randy Orton, and then Randy's reaction. It was certainly when Mr. Candy got fired. I laughed when I first saw it. I was like, damn, why the fuck you react like that? And I saw it later online, like that was that type of thing. Like, damn. Uh that was low key funny. I remember watching that, bro. So I give it $3.
Yeah, that match deserves. I agree. I'll give the match $3.
Yeah. I almost gave it 330, but I was like, yeah, take the 30 cents away. All right. Let's go to night two.
Now on the night two, we're gonna do a little bitching about this night.
Yeah, it's kind of weak. But next we had Obafemi versus Barack Lesnar. And Obafemi.
Beat his ass.
All right.
And the big news coming out of this match, it seems to appear that Mr. Lesnar retired. He
All
is
right.
done done.
Put the axe said, I'm down. Took his shoes off, took his gloves off. I was like, what?
Although, and I don't know why this happens. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe the WWE does this shit on purpose. I don't know, but I read
Mm,
the Monday after Mania that most likely Brock will be back at either SummerSlam or Survivor Series, most likely. So I don't know why they say that he left his stuff in the ring and he retired, because they say most likely he'll be back at either SummerSlam or Survivor Series. I don't know. I don't believe everything I read on the internet, but and it didn't come from Sportskeeda,
mm,
but that's what I saw on Monday, like Monday afternoon before Raw.
mm.
And then I
I,
saw Tiffany Stratton say, I think yesterday, I hope Brock Lesnar gets closure at SummerSlam. He looked like he was like emotional. She said he looked like he was very emotional, but when he walked out. So I hope he gets some kind of closure at SummerSlam when it's in Minnesota in his home state.
mm, interesting.
Yeah, it tripped me out, dude.
Yeah, I look at this as either he's retired or this is his last mania. That's how I looked at it in the moment. This is his last mania because we already felt on the way that Brock's going to retire soon. But knowing him, this probably is the closest we'll get to any kind of emotion. And he figured this is my last WrestleMania. This is it for me, and it's the biggest show that put me on the map. So that's how I gotta look at it.
He was supposed to go on a tour, a retirement tour, like
Now Brock
Sheik.
ain't the type. Brock knows you know Brock Lesnar not the
Yeah,
type to be on
Brock
no
ain't the
retirement
type,
tour.
and Brock
He ain't
gets
that
hurt
type.
by appearance, not when
He
John Cena.
appears. He's not the type to be on that retirement tour type of thing. He's the
Uh,
type to
uh,
just
he
disappear
not.
like deuces.
Yeah,
You know.
kind of like
So
Roman.
now
But
Roman show up a little more often.
Roman
Now
said
Roman
he's gonna
show up
be around
more
all
often.
summer.
He'll show up a little bit more often than Brock. He'll show up a bit more often. It's a bit more. But
Roman said he's going to be around until the end of the summer. So then, what's going to happen at the end of the summer? He going to
he
drop the
going
belt?
home. That's when school starts.
Yeah.
You know he
He's
got
gonna
kids.
drop the belt. He's gonna drop the belt to Fatu, and then
No,
be gone until Mania.
no, Oba. He's gonna drop that thing to Oba. Cause Femi has now put his name on the map, sir, by being Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
But they
but
got
but Fatu said on Monday night that he was coming after the belt. Although
good
I
luck with
did
that.
hear that they were putting the bloodline back together, and Fatu is supposed to join the bloodline eventually.
We'll see about that one, see if he falls in line. But I give this one $5 because it is happening. Thank you, bro, for putting over the young bull. We'll give you
Yeah,
$5.
I agree. Thank you, Oba. Thank you, Brock. And Brock, if you retired, mad love to you, sir, for the
Crazy
career,
ass cowboy.
for the fun times, and for entertaining us. Mad love, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
there you go. Sweat the bro. Next, we have Penta defend the IC targets Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, Rey Mysterio, and Rusev. Why did Rusev, JD, and Dragon Lee not get no entrance? Rusev had the biggest fall off I've seen. This man came out in a tank, and he's not freaking. Like, what the hell happened?
I don't know why they do this shit, dude. I really don't. I have no idea.
But they had Rey Mysterio moving like 2006 with that entrance. Who's
Who's
that jump?
that?
Not this guy. I was like,
REY. Here we go. Here we go.
what the heck? I was
I
like, I ain't
know.
seen this nigga
It's
move like this.
like he was back in 1996 wrestling Eddie Guerrero at Halloween Havoc.
They did 619 in the ladder with Drag Lee in the ladder. That was wicked. I ain't never seen that. And then
Of course,
he
and
did the
then of
send
course
to
it's the
Rusev.
ladder match. And then of course it's a ladder match, so you had to have at least one ladder break.
Yeah, put Rusev through that. Put Rusev through a ladder. They expect that.
But yeah, all them other guys are so small. Ain't none of them gonna go through that damn ladder.
Yeah. At
They're
least
so
he put up a
goddamn.
bridge.
I mean, you was talking about my leg earlier. That's how much all them guys weigh. They weigh as much as one of my legs do.
That's why they had made a ladder match. Javon had the craziest cutter because he cut
Yep.
up Rusev, but why did Rusev jump into it? Because I was looking at it like, wait, why'd you jump
Yeah, I
in?
was wondering that too.
But hey, OMG moment. And it seemed like Javon's going to get it, but Penta hit another Mexican Destroyer on him. He did one to Jay McDonough that was real nasty on the ladder bridge, which I was like, ooh, my neck on that one. And then Penta got the ladder for
Got
table
the
10. I'm cool with that. It was either Javon or Penta. That's all I would care for.
I wanted Javon or Penta to win. Actually, I wouldn't have cared if Ray won.
If Ray won, I'd be cool with it because it's Ray. But
I give that match $7.50.
both the dollar scale. Okay, well,
I liked it that match.
I really like this one. Of my top three matches of the weekend. So yeah, I'll go you $8. We'll give you $8. We'll break the record. We'll break the legend because it
I'll
was
match.
really
I'll
it woke
match
me
you.
up. It
For
woke
real.
everybody up because this
Match
was.
you. I'll give it $8. I'll match you. You good?
We'll do that. All right, next we had Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn with Lil Yachty. Why tricking Lil Yachty is not a bad combination. It
Man,
was
somebody
very
needs that nigga up, dude.
well. They don't try. But Trick had a long ass jacket though. That shit was long as hell.
I know, dude. That train, dude.
Yeah, it was a train season.
Train. That train was insane.
Yeah, that shit was long. I said, damn, how the hell you get that big long of a jacket? And where I gotta pick it up at? Cause damn, they can sell the whole street. But Sammy was being a lot of heelish in this one. Filming more heelish. He attacked Lil Yachty.
Because he turned heel Friday night.
Yeah, he hit the
SmackDown.
gingerbread man. Yeah, he beat up the gingerbread man, and now he's a full heel.
And
And
he even asked the crowd. He even said to the crowd, I still don't know what the hell I did for
you
them to
know
boo him.
you know what you did, Sammy. You know what you did. You're too much for an underdog. You need to stop being an underdog, damn it.
Yeah.
And just go for the damn thing. But I've been telling Sammy, you gotta be, if you want to be world champion, you gotta be a heel. So I guess he bought into what I said.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I say you're only gonna win a world title if you be a heel. If you're a face, no one's gonna fuck with you. They'll be like, cool, but then they'll move on. So you're gonna be a fucking heel. So I guess he's bought in. But trust Trick Williams is not a U.S. champion when he tried to hit him with another haluva kick. He hit him with a trick shot. And Trick is the new United States champion. We'll give this one $3.50. It was pretty short. That's the only reason I was getting that score, but it did its job and its objective. We can't be mad at it. So we'll give it $4. It did its mission.
I give it 250
Yeah. All right, that's good.
just
All right.
because I thought the match was crap, and I thought Trick and Little Yachty ran their damn mouth instead of just going out there and doing their job and wrestling the damn match.
I did that. Good into it. No, we'll down the score to 350. We'll get the score to 330. So we'll do that. That's why I had it wrote down. I had it wrote down on there, 330.
Oh, okay.
All right, next
I,
we have Finn Balor, the demon version, versus Dom Mysterio. This is the battle of interests and the match. I ain't gonna lie, I like Dom's interest. That's kind of cool. With
yeah, Dom's entrance was nice. I liked it.
the luchadors, and then Finn, he's with the demon stuff. I still don't know what it really means for him to go in demon mode, but I guess it makes you be a very creative artist.
I mean, ask Keith. He could probably explain it the best.
Yeah, because
Because
I
I
was
was the same way.
I wasn't watching NXT when he was in NXT, so I don't know.
I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with NXT. I think it has more to do with New Japan.
Oh, Japan.
And
I don't know.
before that,
Well, I don't know
and
about.
that's why I think let me see if I can find somebody to explain it to you.
Yeah,
Because if I try to explain it, it won't come out right.
this is alter ego, and he just does
Yeah, the
other
demon's his
stuff.
alter ego.
Okay, so I know he used it several times, but
I mean, he hasn't used it in a couple of years, and they lied because he's never won at WrestleMania with his demon character before. And the last time he used the demon was, I believe,
nah,
don't
he beat.
quote me,
I
but I
remember.
believe he did it as Bray Wyatt.
No, I remember he last had that against Edge, and he lost in that Hell in a Cell match. That's the last time I remember him using it.
I'll see that. I don't remember that. And I thought it was further. I thought it was further back than that.
Nah, I don't know. I remember that one
The
because that
Fed,
was
the,
pretty
the
recent.
Fed always be having the demon character lose it. I don't know why.
I remember
Because
he
the
lost to
demon
Roman
character
Reigns.
is dope.
When he lost to Roman, that shit was when the turnbuckle broke. I laughed that one. That was the funniest one. I
Yeah.
laughed my ass off. Cause how the hell the turnbuckle break? Oh shit! But this is a pretty solid fight. This is a lot more violent than than the unsanctioned match. Funny enough, that's had more action. And just like this, the other match where you had to put your finisher through the table, Finn had to do the same thing to get the win, to get the double stop. So good for Finn.
Good, good for the demon. The demon finally beat Dom.
Yeah. But the man didn't beat him. The man Finn didn't beat him. So I
No,
guess they
the
use that.
demon beat him.
So I guess we'll give you $3.80. I guess because there's a little more action.
I will see his $3.80 and raise it to $4.50.
Hmm. Okay. We like this one. Okay.
Because I like both entrances, and I thought both men worked their asses off in the ring.
Good. Right. Okay.
Much respect, Dom and Demon.
There you go. There you go. All right. Next, he had Jay Cargill defending women's title against Rhea Ripley. Um, this is a good match. I actually like this. This is a nice little back and forth. Of course, the Meat Chin and B-Fat came out to try to distract
Yeah,
Rhea,
don't
but
don't don't be thinking that it was gonna be just a one-on-one, because it wasn't.
no. Io Sky, she come to fight, and she takes out both of them girls. And
Yeah,
Moose also there. And it distracts Jade so much that Rhea comes from behind, but they counter a couple times. And then on the third counter try, Rhea hits the riptide, and she is the women's champion. Boo.
this
Poo.
match was also really short. It was it
This is,
wasn't it, it wasn't as long as you would expect it to be for a championship match.
at least they made it 10 minutes. I like Stephanie and Rhea. At least they made
You
it
think
10 minutes. 10:05.
it was 10 minutes? It didn't even seem like it was that long, dude.
I know it didn't feel like 10 minutes, but it was.
No, it
It says
didn't.
10 minutes. It says 10 minutes and
Okay,
8 seconds.
so I don't usually do this, but I am man enough to admit when I'm wrong. I always be giving people shit and say they suck, or say that I hate wrestlers, or that they can't wrestle, or whatever. Jade Cargill busted her ass in this match. Mad props
Mhm.
to Jade Cargill in this match.
There you go.
I really liked it. I get it match $4.50.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Okay. See, Jay was real grass. She had a crossface. She was doing
I
a
saw that.
crossface.
That tripped me out. I ain't never seen that shit before.
Like she gave real grass. I liked it. It was a
That
good back
shit tripped me out, dude.
and that powerbomb too. I was like, oh, nice powerbomb. But I enjoyed it as well. I give you $4. Let's go with it. I really enjoyed this match. It was one of my
Mm.
highlights of the weekend too. I just didn't like that Jay loss, but so that's why it gets a little lesser. And then the main event, CM
Oh, don't
Punk
get
is Roman
started on
Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. This one was the longest of the weekend with 33 minutes. Just under
But
34 minutes.
where did you get the times at?
Wikipedia. Hey,
All right,
it felt
I
like
have
30 minutes. It felt
I
like a
have
half
I
hour.
I have a huge problem with this match. Huge problem.
I got one too. I had two. So I had to bust.
You go first.
Well, Hot Hunter was not a DQ when Roman hit him with the freaking stairs.
That's my problem.
I was surprised at that one. And it kind of been a couple countouts. But it was some good action.
There should have been at least two or three DQs, and there should have been at least two double countouts. When a wrestler is in the ropes, when Punk was hanging upside down in the ropes, should have got a 5 count. He was in the ropes for at least 20, 25 seconds. The ref didn't do jack shit. He didn't count Roman out neither. Roman was outside for at least 25. He was outside for all those 25 seconds and longer.
Yeah, it was like it was delayed time like a
And
motherfucker. It
and
was
and these niggas want to talk about, oh, It's a title match. We give leeway. Leeway is one thing, motherfucker. Don't be betting the rules. You got refs betting the motherfucking rules, not the wrestlers. The refs
Yeah,
are letting people get away with this bullshit. You you you're the ones that got the power to fucking change it. So change it. I don't
yeah,
care if you got people in the back telling you in the earphones to let it go or not. You know why they let all that shit go, right?
because he had to kill time.
Not because they fitting to start they fitting to start the Cody and Punk feud on SmackDown, and they and they fitting to put Cody or Punk on SmackDown. So they was like, all right, we got to have Punk lose the belt so he could go over and feud with Cody. But it's too late. They've had the feud for 3 years, and there's no way that they can feud for an entire year without wrestling.
That's weird.
I mean,
No,
they should have started the feud at either Survivor Series or the Royal Rumble. That would be just the perfect amount of time to have the feud and to end or to begin wrestling at WrestleMania for the title.
long term storytelling.
I'm saying those guys are good storytellers, but they can't tell a story for an entire fucking year without without wrestling. I don't think. I might be wrong. I
No,
have
that's
been wrong before. I just admitted it, but I don't think they can do it.
this match is a lot of spears and a lot of GTSs,
Yes,
and
there's
I
even
guess
an anaconda vice in there.
yeah, that too. And he was too tired out from all the energy he's composed, and he fainted. Mr. Punk did, and he lost. Thanks again, Spirit, one more time, and Roman Reigns is back on top.
Roman Reigns shouldn't be back on top. CM Punk needs to have that title, and what they need to do is they need to unify them belts because you can't have or you shouldn't have a world heavyweight champion and an undisputed champion. You cannot have an undisputed champion and then have a world heavyweight champion. It just doesn't work.
Hey man, that's their logic. Um, I had to grade this down again. I had it $5. Now I look back at it again and watch it a second time. It's $4. It was so
Well,
good.
I saw an article where Roman said, "I still hate you, but when we work together, it's magic." And then he was like, he told Punk it was a good match, and he was giving him props and shit. He was like, he said, "You're still old, and I still hate you, but when we work together, it's magic." And then he was like, "Good match, kid."
What?
I was like, "What?" I get this match.
She's a hell out of me.
Damn, I'm so pissed because Punk lost and because they had Roman win, and there should have been at least 3 disqualifications and 2 double countouts. I get this match $2.
Damn. Got negated for all the incorrect calls.
You lucky I didn't give it less.
Yeah. Well,
$2 and yeah, $2 even.
all right. Well, that's WrestleMania. I gave it a C, honestly, because it was a tale of two nights. Night one was nothing.
Garbage.
That was ass. It was a four. Honestly, the only a couple surprises. The only thing that was really good was Paige coming back, and honestly,
Nothing
uh,
else.
Liv getting strip teased. That was the only two highlights I could really think of the match of the night. And Randy RKO and Pat and
Jay
getting him
Roll,
and Jay
elbow,
Rowe destroying him. So that was a 4 out of 10 on that night. That's it. And then night two, um, it was a tale of two nights. It was a way better night. It was an 8 out of 10 because it was Oba and Femi and Brock. We had a new U.S. champion. The street fight was really good. Rhea and Jade was really good. The ladder match was excellent. Um, Punk and Roman was still really good, even though we had a bunch of shenanigans. But yeah,
and
well, at
this
least
time the shenanigans had nothing to do with the wrestlers.
yeah, I do with the bitch ass refs. So I gave it a C because it's a 6 out of 10 or 5 out of 10. So I give it that. So C. We'll give it a C.
Oh shit, it's my turn.
What about you? How you felt about this WrestleMania?
All right, I thought this WrestleMania sucked. It's that simple.
Both nights.
I thought, all right, this is my honest opinion, and mad people are gonna think I'm fucking stupid or whatever. But ever since the old man is gone, WrestleMania has sucked. Ever since Triple H has taken over, WrestleMania has sucked. At WrestleMania, Vince at least gave the fans what they wanted. So, like for instance, if the fans wanted Cody and CM Punk 3 years ago, we would have got Cody and CM Punk 3 years ago. Not now when it's too late.
Hmm. Hmm. Taking too long. Hmm.
And WrestleMania didn't even sell out either
Hmm.
night. They said they had 55,000 people the second night and 50,000 the first night. That stadium can hold
80,
over
70,000 or 80,000. One of those.
over well, when I saw the capacity online it said 65,000. Now I was told that it depends on how it's set up. When you set it up for football, it could hold over 100,000, but it depends on what event you're setting it up for.
Yeah. But
So since Vince left, WrestleMania has not been that good. The fans don't get what they want. The numbers have been soft, and the numbers not only for tickets, but for buy rates. And now that they moved everything from Peacock to ESPN, and they expect people to buy the ESPN app and then pay for the pay per view, they just got like fucked up. People are not gonna do that. And then just think about it. Next year, 43 is in Saudi Arabia. So you know
mm,
who's going to be there? Just Saudi Arabians. That's it. Because Saudi Arabia is going to pay them buku dough to bring WrestleMania there. And ain't nobody traveling from America or UK or anywhere else to go to Saudi Arabia
right.
to see WrestleMania. At least I don't think so. I might be wrong, but I don't think motherfuckers is going to travel from the US or the UK or Japan or wherever else they travel from to go to Saudi Arabia to see WrestleMania.
Right.
That's nuts. I mean
That's
having it in the UK is one thing. But having it in Saudi Arabia is something completely different.
Surprised the UK never got one first before they even. I figured they'd be the first ones because they had SummerSlam like way back in the '90s. Figured they'd be the ones because they get a lot of Europeans. They get most of the pay views if they're not the big ones at least.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Backlash, I don't know, but Backlash is Backlash in France last year, I think. And the UK had a pay-per-view there last year,
right. Yeah, I was a little
but
surprised. Yeah,
I still don't believe that I still don't believe that anybody's going to be at WrestleMania next year except for the Saudis, because the Saudis paid them uh, ass load of money for it, for them to come there, and the card is going to be ass both nights,
and they gonna boo all the sisters. Well, they gonna boo Jade if she's there.
and they're gonna have to wear
Yeah, they gotta wear that bodysuits and all that stuff.
singlets singlets
Like
like
that's like.
JC wearing to cover her entire body.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, we got almost 3 hours, dude.
Yeah, I'm ready to get out of here.
You getting bored?
No, the game just started. No,
I
I'm
know.
gonna.
Yeah, I just thought the game just started, and my wife made my dinner, so I'm about to go eat.
I'm
So
ready to go
I
eat
guess
too.
we done for today. We didn't mean to go over by so much. We usually only go 2 hours max, but today we went almost 3 hours because we had so much to cover.
Yeah, we
So
got WrestleMania.
we had wrestling, we had basketball, we had baseball. We was gonna cover it a little bit more, but we ain't got no time. So
So,
get off. So thanks for checking us out. If anybody did, we appreciate you. Thank you to Jay Sizzle. If you actually do anything, I don't even know because you don't talk to nobody no more.
definitely.
Um, D'Lo, thanks for hosting. Appreciate you.
Ooh,
Thanks to WFSO for sponsoring us. Make sure you check out the D'Lo Show, Most Excellent Entertainment. My taste in music sucks. Great Scott Sports Cards. Make sure you check us out. We need like the 20 or 30 piece. So go subscribe on YouTube. Great Scott Sports Cards. You could also subscribe to this channel. The future is now, and subscribe to Midwest Wrestling Collectibles. Um, check us out anywhere: TikTok, uh, YouTube, Facebook, IG, Threads. And if anybody out there thinks they can hang and you want to try hosting, hit me up. For D'Lo, I'm Chad, Big Pun. Thanks for listening or watching, whatever you're doing. Peace. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place.
same circumstance. Um, be well, stay safe, survive in advance. I'll see you around for the next dance. See you later.